The Los Angeles Lakers have two of the biggest names in the NBA on their team, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. But at this trade deadline, not many trades were made, so I've decided I'm going to take over and do my best to win LeBron and Luka a championship. In order for us to still make trades, we will be starting this video off from the beginning of the 25-26 season, plus that gives us a little bit more time with LeBron James. Now I'm going to discover some trades, see which players we could bring in to help our team win a championship. The first trade of this video we're going to be pulling off is with the Phoenix Suns, where we send them DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hachimura, and an unprotected 2026 first round pick, in return bringing in Dillon Brooks and Mark Williams. Dillon Brooks is a really good defender, and I believe having defenders around Luka and LeBron will be the key for us to win a championship. Plus we also get Mark Williams, who's basically a double-double guy, and he's a good rim protector as well. I have thought long and hard what we're going to do with Austin Reaves. Do we keep him? Do we trade him? And honestly, I believe the best move for us going forward is trading away Austin Reaves. As much as I love his offense, his defense is pretty bad. So I'm going to be trading away Austin Reaves and Jared Vanderbilt to the Denver Nuggets, where we get ourselves Aaron Gordon, and we also get Peyton Watson, who's now up to 83 overall. We are in need of another big man, and I'm going to be targeting Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz. We could have him be our starting center and then Mark Williams be the backup center, so I'm going to be offering the Utah Jazz Marcus Smart, Dalton Knecht, and a first round pick for Walker Kessler, and they do accept. Before I give a quick rundown of the new rotation, please make sure to hit a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're new. It really does support on my channel and video a ton, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now here is the brand new 9-man rotation. In our starting lineup we have Luka Doncic, Peyton Watson, Dillon Brooks, LeBron James, and Walker Kessler. And then off the bench we have Mark Williams, Aaron Gordon, Luke Kennard, and Jake LaRavia. For now we will keep Dillon Brooks a part of the starting lineup, but if he does not play well we will push him to the bench unit and have Aaron Gordon be the starting power forward and LeBron James at that small forward position. But as of right now, I would like to see how things go with Brooks in the starting lineup. And now let's go ahead and simulate the first week of this season to see how our team does, and we do end up winning 2 out of the 3 games. We scored 155 points against the Sacramento Kings. LeBron James had a 29-point double-double, Luka had a 27-point triple-double, 24 from Walker Kessler, and 23 from Aaron Gordon. Let's see how our team did here against the Golden State Warriors. So it looks like Luka went off for a 36-point double-double, Aaron Gordon 27 points in 28 minutes, Dillon Brooks with 21, and LeBron 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. I do believe we do have ourselves a really good chance of winning a championship. We will be rolling with a 3.5-star overall system proficiency, pace and space under JJ Redick. Let's see how that looks on balance. So it is a little higher on balance, so that's what we'll be changing it to. We are stopped here at the trade deadline, and currently we are the number 3 seed with 34 wins and 15 losses. We have been doing pretty well, but there is still some changes I would like to make to our roster, which I'll show you guys here in a second. And the first change is going to be trading away Dillon Brooks. He has been giving us a negative impact in the estimated wins added column, as you guys can see here. So we're going to be trading him away to the Minnesota Timberwolves, where we bring in Jaden McDaniels, who's just as good of a defender, plus he's shooting 44% from the 3-point line, whereas Dillon Brooks is shooting 34%. So let's go ahead and pull off this trade. We are also in need of a backup point guard in the non-Luka minutes that could come out there, play, make, and score when we need him to, and TJ McConnell could be the perfect backup PG. So I'm going to be offering the Indiana Pacers Jake LaRavia and Nick Smith Jr. for TJ McConnell, and they do accept the trade. Another problem I believe we need to fix is getting ourselves a new head coach. With JJ Redick, we have one of the worst defenses in the entire NBA, so I'm going to go ahead and fire him and bring in a different head coach. We do have people here like Scott Kerr. I believe he's a computer generated dude, but I would rather have him over JJ Redick. The same with Michael Stauffer. Michael Stauffer is a little too OP, so I'm going to go ahead and sign ourselves Scott Kerr to be the brand new head coach. He has a way better defensive rating than JJ Redick did, and it looks like he goes on to accept. Since the trade deadline, we've only lost 1 single game to the Orlando Magic. Ever since then, we've been winning non-stop. We're here at the end of this season, 1 game remaining. Let's see who goes on to win MVP. We do have Luka Doncic in the award races to winning it, and let's see if he will. We do end up winning the last game, and Luka Doncic goes on to win his first ever MVP, averaging 31 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal, half a block, shooting 50, 40, 70 shooting splits. So Luka wins MVP, Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year, Darren Sharp 6th Man, Victor Wembanyama Defensive Player, Peyton Watson goes on to win Most Improved Player. Let's go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Clutch Player, Scott Kerr, our head coach, wins Coach of the Year, and we also go on to win Executive of the Year. Of course, the MVP Luka makes it on all NBA first team. Let's see if we get LeBron here, and it looks like we do not get LeBron, which is alright. We don't get anyone on an all defensive team either, but that's alright because we ended this season being the number 1 seed, winning a total of 66 games and losing only 16. Hopefully we're able to continue this regular season success into the playoffs. Before we start simulating the playoffs, let's take a look at the player stats for the regular season. So the leading scorer on our team was Luka Doncic, averaging 31 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 10 assists, and then we had LeBron averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block on really good efficiency. And Aaron Gordon as our 6th man was playing absolutely amazing. In my opinion, he could have won and should have won 6th Player of the Year. He was averaging 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, while shooting nearly 60% from the field. 15 from Watson, 11 from Williams, and 11 from TJ McConnell. Now in the first round of the playoffs, we are going to be taking on the Denver Nuggets. They have themselves Jamal Murray, Austin Reeves, who we traded away for Aaron Gordon, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jared Vanderbilt, and Nikola Jokic. It looks like they were a play-in team. Hopefully we go on to defeat them here in the playoffs. Game number 1 will go to the Denver Nuggets. They defeat us here 142 to 128. Luka played amazing, so did LeBron, but sadly our defense was pretty horrible. Game number 2, we do end up winning. Luka goes off for 42, and then we have LeBron going off for 30 and 20 from Aaron Gordon. Game number 3 will also go to us. Austin Reeves did drop 36 points on us, but thankfully we come out with a victory. 24 from Luka and 23 from LeBron. We also go on to win the next game, and yes, we can. Luka dropping a 38-point double-double, LeBron with a 20-point double-double, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. Peyton Watson has been doing his thing here in the playoffs as well. He's shooting 52% from the 3-point line. Hopefully we go on to gentlemen sweep the Nuggets, and yes, we do. Let's go. LeBron leading the way here with a 30-point double-double, 24 from Mark Williams, and a 23-point double-double from Luka Doncic. And just like that, we've made it to the second round of the playoffs. So far, Luka's averaging a 32-point double-double. Let's see how LeBron's doing. He's averaging a 25-point double-double, so the both of them have been doing really well here in the playoffs. Now in the second round, we will be taking on the Golden State Warriors. They have Stephen Curry, Brennan Pajemski, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and Kristaps Porzingis, and this is their bench unit. Let's see how things go. Game number 1 will go to us. LeBron leading the way here with 32, Luka with 24 and 10. Game number 2 will also go to us. This time it's Luka leading the way with 34 and 14, LeBron dropping 21 points. That is what I'm talking about. And game 3 will also go to us, and we go on to sweep the Golden State Warriors. Luka dropped 50 points here in game 4, 23 from LeBron, and just like that, we've made it to the Western Conference Finals. Looks like we're going to be taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have themselves Dante DiVincenzo, Anthony Edwards, Dylan Brooks, who we traded to them, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. So we're taking on another team we made a trade with this season. Let's see how Luka and LeBron have been doing here in the playoffs. So Luka's averaging 34 points per game and 10 assists, and then we have LeBron who's averaging 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. Both of them continue dominating here in the playoffs. Now let's see if we're able to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves here. Game number 1 will go to us. LeBron going off here for 46 points. Luka with a 31-point double-double. Game number 2 does end up going to the Timberwolves. They defeat us here by 4 points. Luka with 28, LeBron with 22. Game number 3 though will go to us. We win here by 1 single point. LeBron went off for 34 points. Luka with a 27-point double-double. Game 4, they do end up tying the series, 111 to 106. Luka played amazing. LeBron did kind of struggle offensively, but hopefully we're able to win the next game. I am going to come up with a defensive coach game plan for Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle, then we'll advance to game 5. And Aaron Gordon here in the playoffs has been doing so well offensively, shooting 62% from the field and 40% from the 3-point line. I am going to add him a part of our starting lineup. He'll be running at the power forward position, and then we'll have LeBron at the small forward position, which means we've pushed Jaden McDaniels to the bench unit. Even though he's been playing well, I do believe this lineup will do a little better. Hopefully the new lineup change and defensive coach game plan help us win this next game. We will jump into Simcast where we do have home court advantage on our side, and so far we are losing this game, and it looks like we do end up losing 129 to 116. LeBron had 23, Mark Williams with 22, Luka did kind of struggle, he only had 16 points. But maybe this Aaron Gordon lineup wasn't the best idea. Let me see what would make the most sense before we go into the next game. Maybe change up some player shot tendencies and change up the lineup once again. I have changed up some player shot tendencies for our team, also came up with a new defensive coach game plan, changed up some player minutes and all of that. Let's see if that's going to help us win this next game. The Timberwolves do have home court advantage, and so far they do have the lead. They're up here by 5 points, 7 minutes remaining. Back and forth battle, 2 minutes remaining. They're up by 4. Can we push back a little bit here? And it looks like they are going to be winning. And yeah, I would have jumped in if it was a little closer, but I mean, it was kind of obvious they were going to be winning. They go on to win here 131 to 127. Luka dropped 28 points. He did struggle big time from the 3-point line, shooting only 1 of 10. That means we are going to have to pull off some big trades this coming off season. Clearly, we're still not championship contenders. Anthony Edwards goes on to win Finals MVP, well, Western Conference Finals MVP, and we have Giannis, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and this is the first time I've seen the Bucks make it all the way to the NBA Finals. Let's see which one of the two go on to win. It looks like the Timberwolves sweep the Bucks to win a championship with Anthony Edwards winning Finals MVP. And here are the player stats for the playoffs. We played a total of 15 games. Both LeBron and Luka were playing absolutely amazing. But sadly, we were not able to win, so that means we're going to have to pull off some big trades, bring in some more help for Luka and LeBron. Looks like LeBron James is trying to retire, but thankfully we are able to overturn his retirement for once, so that means we're only going to have one more season with LeBron James, which means we're going to have to do everything in our power to win a championship next year. But as of right now, I will overturn his retirement. The first trade of this offseason is going to be with the Minnesota Timberwolves, the same team that defeated us. We're going to swap point guard, sending them TJ McConnell and bringing in Dante DiVincenzo, who's a good defender, can play make, plus he's a really good 3-point shooter, whereas TJ McConnell is not really known for his 3-point shooting. The San Antonio Spurs are offering us De'Aaron Fox and a first-round pick for Aaron Gordon and Bringer. I'm going to be pulling off this trade, and that's because we can use De'Aaron Fox's trade value and contract to go get ourselves a better player. Now we're going to be trading away De'Aaron Fox to the Boston Celtics, where we send them Fox and a first round pick, where we get ourselves Derek White to be our brand new starting shooting guard, one of the best 3-and-D players in the entire NBA, and we also get Sam Hauser, who's a pretty elite 3-point shooter himself. I did fire our head coach Scott Kerr, and I want to see if we could bring in Nick Nurse to be the brand new head coach. I believe there will be a lot more success with Nurse running our team's offense and defense, so I'm going to go ahead and offer him basically a $12 million contract on a 4-year deal and see what he says. And just in case he declines that offer, we'll also go ahead and give Scott Kerr one just in case, but I don't believe he will decline. And that is right, we get ourselves Nick Nurse as a brand new head coach. We do have quite a few players to bring back here in free agency. Team player options, I am going to go ahead and pick up the team option on Kobe Buffkin and Bronny James Jr. Qualifying offers, we need to re-sign Mark Williams, Peyton Watson, and Walker Kessler, 3 key pieces a part of our rotation. And whoa, I totally forgot that LeBron James is also a free agent and he wants $55 million. But thankfully, the rest of the players don't want all that much, 12 million, 11, and 18. Well, actually, that is quite a bit. I do hope we're able to afford all of them. The best offer LeBron currently has is a 1-year deal, $36 million, so we should be able to top that up pretty easily. I will try lowering this down to about $40 million if possible, which I think he will go on to accept. And yeah, so he's most interested in our $40 million contract, and that should leave us some money to sign Mark Williams, Peyton Watson, and Walker Kessler. So in free agency, we do go on to re-sign LeBron James, Peyton Watson, Mark Williams, and Walker Kessler. I'm happy 3 of these players also went on to accept our contracts because I do want them a part of this rotation as well. If we go ahead and change Peyton Watson's position from shooting guard to small forward, he goes up to an 85 overall. So I am going to try and run him at that small forward position since we do now have ourselves Derek White. In free agency, I also went on to sign Julian Champagnie and Kenrich Williams. Either one could be the backup power forward behind LeBron James. Here we are at the start of this season with a new and upgraded 9-man rotation. Once again, this will be LeBron James' final season before he retires, so hopefully we're able to win it all in the playoffs. The new lineup will be Luka Doncic, Derek White, Peyton Watson, LeBron James, and Walker Kessler, and then off the bench we have Jaden McDaniels, Mark Williams, Dante DiVincenzo, and Julian Champagnie. We have ourselves a perfect mix of defense and offense, so hopefully that works out in our favor. Let's simulate the first week of this season and see how we do, and it looks like we go on to win 2 out of the 3 games. We scored 127 here against the Celtics, where Luka had a 34-point triple-double, Derek White in his Lakers debut dropping 19 points, 18, 9, and 9 from LeBron James. Then we scored 121 here against the Bulls. Luka went off for 38, Derek White with 21, 17 from Watson. LeBron James did struggle offensively, but that's alright because we secured the win. And this season, we're rolling with a 4.5-star overall system proficiency balanced under Nick Nurse. A lot better than it was the previous season with JJ Redick or even Scott Kerr. So hopefully this season things go a lot better. I'll be seeing you all at the end of this season, but if there's any trades to be made, I'll stop here at the trade deadline and show you all. It looks like this season we have made the NBA Cup Finals. We're going to be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see which team goes on to win. We will have home court advantage on our side. Let's see if we can win this game and win ourselves the NBA Cup. And so far we do have the lead. We're up by 5, 6 minutes remaining, and it looks like we will be winning 136 to 119, where Luka had himself a 42-point double-double, LeBron with a 23-point double-double, and Luka Doncic goes on to win NBA Cup MVP, averaging 33, 7, and 9. And our boy Luka Doncic goes on to win a back-to-back MVP this season, averaging 30 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 10 assists, 1.5 steal on 50, 40, 78 shooting splits. Let's go. Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year. He also wins 6-man. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player. Scoot Henderson, Most Improved. Tyrese Halliburton, Clutch Player. Nick Nurse, our head coach, wins Coach of the Year. And we also go on to win Executive of the Year. Of course, we get the MVP, Luka, on All-NBA First Team. Let's see if we have any more selections here. And we do also get ourselves LeBron James on All-NBA Third Team at age 42. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Defensive players, we don't get anyone here, but that is alright because we got both Luka and LeBron on an All-NBA team. We ended this season being the number 1 seed, winning a total of 71 games and losing only 11. So LeBron has made it on an All-NBA team, and now if he's able to win a championship before retiring, that would be a perfect way to end out his career. Here are the player stats for the regular season. Luka was our leading scorer with 30 points per game. Then we had LeBron James averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block while shooting 55% from the field. 15 from Derek White, 14 from Watson, 12 from Kessler, and 12 from Jaden McDaniels. Now it's time for the playoffs, and in the first round we're going to be taking on the Denver Nuggets once again. They still have themselves Jamal Murray, Austin Reeves, Cam Johnson, Jared Vanderbilt, and Nikola Jokic. Let's see what happens this time around. Game number 1 will go to us. LeBron leading the way with 31, Luka with a 29-point double-double. Game 2 will also go to us. LeBron leading the way here once again, dropping 38 points and 10 assists. 22 from Watson, Luka with 17 points and 13 assists. And now we're up 2-0. Hopefully we can make this 3-0, and we do end up falling short here in game 3. We win game 4, and we go on to gentlemen sweep the Denver Nuggets. So far here in the playoffs, Luka is averaging 27 points per game and 15 assists. LeBron James is averaging 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists. Let's go. And just like that, we've made it to the second round of the playoffs, and this time we're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, the same team that eliminated us last year. They have themselves Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Dylan Brooks, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid, and this is their bench unit. They are a pretty stacked team, I'm not going to lie, they were the number 4 seed, so let's see what happens. Game number 1 will go to us. Luka leading the way with 25, 21 from Derek White, who here in the playoffs so far is playing amazing, and 20 from Mark Williams. Game number 2 will also go to us. Watson leading the way here with 18 points, 17-point double-double from Luka, and a 15-point double-double from LeBron. Game 3 will also go to us. Luka dropping 43 points, Watson with 24. Can we go on to sweep the Minnesota Timberwolves? Yes, we can. Luka dropped 38 points, LeBron with 29, and 16 from Peyton Watson. Now we've made it here to the Western Conference Finals. We're either going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks or the Spurs, and it will be the 6th-seeded Dallas Mavericks. They have themselves Kyrie Irving, Max Christie, Cooper Flagg, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively II, as well as Kobe White coming off of their bench. Luka is going to be out looking for his get back. Let's see if he's able to do so. Game number 1 will go to us. Luka drops 26 points against the former team, and we defeated them here in overtime by 2 points. LeBron had 26, 8, and 8. Game number 2 will also go to us. Luka and LeBron both combined for 60 points. We win here by 5. Game 3, another W for us, and this time Luka dropped 55 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, showing the Dallas Mavericks why they shouldn't have traded him. Then we have LeBron with 24, 10, and 9. All we gotta do now is win one more game, and then we'll have made it to the NBA Finals. Let's see if we can sweep the Dallas Mavericks, and yes, we can. Luka Doncic, Western Conference Finals MVP against his former team. He was averaging 40 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2.5 steals, while shooting 57% from the field. Tyrese Haliburton, Eastern Conference Finals MVP for the Indiana Pacers. And that means we're taking on the Pacers here in the NBA Finals, who have themselves Tyrese Haliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Jarace Walker, Pascal Siakam, and Avia Zubac. They were the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. This will most likely be a tough matchup. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 will go to us. Luka dropping 32, LeBron with a 22-point double-double, Mark Williams with an 18-point double-double. Game number 2 will also go to us. Walker Kessler dropped 25 points, 18 from Derek White, and 17 from Luka. Game number 3, the Pacers do go on to win here, 135-118. LeBron played amazing, so did Luka. He did kind of struggle from the field, but he did have a 21-point double-double. Game number 4 goes to us, and now we're up 3-1. Luka dropped 29 points in game 4, Derek White with 28, LeBron with a 19-point double-double. All we gotta do now is win one more game to have won LeBron James and Luka Doncic a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's jump into Simcast here for game 5, I believe this is, and we do have home court advantage on our side. Let's see what happens. So far we do have the lead by quite a bit, and it looks like we will be winning this game. 158-101, 3 minutes remaining. I will be jumping in here with 2 minutes remaining, or let's make that 1 minute and see what Luka and LeBron can do. I was hoping for it to be a little closer than this, 161. We're almost up by 60 points. I did wish this game could have been a little closer, so we could have jumped in and seen what was going to happen. But let's see what happens here anyways. We do have the ball. LeBron is in, Luka is in. Let's see what happens. The ball is inbounded into Derek White, LeBron James. Let's see what he could cook up here. It's going to be his last game of his career, and he's running up with it, driving, passes out to Derek White. I would like for LeBron James to take a shot if possible. He is asking for the ball, and there we go. The ball gets to LeBron James. Can he hit a tough shot here? A midi, and he hits it. Let's go. That was a tough shot by LeBron James, I can't lie, right over his defender. Pascal Siakam with the ball, coming up the court. A screen set here by Obi Toppin, Pascal driving. Let's see what happens. Peyton Watson is playing amazing defense on him. Halliburton with the ball, screen set by Zubac, two-pointer, and it misses. Let's see if we can get one more shot, or are we going to kill time? Luka with the ball. Can we hit one more shot? Let's see. And it looks like he will be killing time, so we do go on to win LeBron James and Luka Doncic a championship. Let's go. And there we have it, Luka Doncic being handed the trophy by Adam Silver, and he gives it on to Peyton Watson. Let's see who goes on to win Finals MVP. Most likely it will be Luka. And of course, Luka Doncic goes on to win Finals MVP. I'll show you guys the stats here in a second. Perfect way for LeBron James to ride out in the sunset. Made it on an All-NBA third team at age 42 and now goes on to win his 5th championship. Luka Doncic goes on to win Finals MVP. In Game 5, Luka dropped 50 points and 14 assists. LeBron had 25, 21 from Derek White, and 21 from Watson. Now, before I end out this video, let's take a look at the player stats for the playoffs. We played a total of 18 games, and in those 18 games, Luka was averaging 32 points per game, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.5 steal, half a block while shooting 50% from the field. Then we had LeBron averaging 24 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, half a block, shooting 54% from the field. A few more players in double-digit scoring. Then in the NBA Finals, where we played a total of 5 games, the leading scorer once again was Luka with 30 points per game, 21 from LeBron, 19 from Derek White, and 12 from Mark Williams. We were able to complete the goal of winning LeBron James and Luka a championship together before LeBron retires. Now that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe if you're new for more NBA 2K26 videos. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button. And click here on the screen to watch my latest upload. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.